What's going on, guys? My name's AllYourFC, and welcome to the roundup today. It is Thursday, August 26th. I got some interesting news to take a look at. Just letting you guys know, a bonus video will be posted today. Not a spilled milk, but a bonus video. We're going to be doing a bit of a reaction to Trisha Paytas' Darman video, only for the YouTube members and the patrons. So you can check that out later today if you're a bonus subscriber, a bonus member, that is. Anyway, with that being said, let's get into the topics. So CallMeCarson has finally decided to make his formal return. He's been on Mizkif's stream before, and he made a few tweets, since his initial absence, but now he's back formally on his YouTube channel, and he's made plans to ignore the situation altogether, to not add to the drama, but instead continue producing content with the gimmick that for the next year, all of his revenue earned will be given to a various charity of the month. Like every month, he'll change the charity, he'll change where he's donating all of his funds to, which is pretty admirable. I mean, dedicating an entire year of your salary, literally 100% of your money to charity, that's pretty damn, that's gonna hurt, I think, for him. I mean, financially, at least, I would imagine that would, it's a significant thing to do. You know, it's not a one-time donation. It's not like he picked some random cause. It's not like he donated to, BLM or something to just buy his get out of jail free pass, so to speak. No. He's actually going in for the long haul and donating a shitload, which I think, again, is pretty admirable. I don't really see this as like a cheap, how every time an influencer gets into trouble, they just, give a little donation and just call it a day. No. This is actually going the extra mile, and I don't really think that it's really subject to any sort of criticism. As a matter of fact, this response altogether, it's short, it's concise, it's to the point, and it ignores the situation altogether, which, to be honest, I don't really see as too bad of a response. My only issue with the response, and I'm probably the only one with this issue, but my issue is that he treats the thing that got him canceled with a lot more seriousness than I think it really deserved. And I know that's going to piss everyone off, but you guys know my position on the CallMeCarson situation. I thought the entire thing that got him canceled was a nothing burger to begin with. Power dynamics, grooming, I don't buy it at all. I mean, yeah, he dated a girl he flirted with a girl who was 17 while he was 19. Am I supposed to care? I'm sorry? Like, what? That's 2-year age difference. They're both high school age. Like, why would I care? Like, literally, why would I care? The only people that cared about the story, and I'm sorry, I'm going to say this as objective fact, but the only people that cared about the story were terminally online brainlets. I don't really have much else to say. The only thing you could pin him on was that he received nudes, all right, from a 17-year-old, which legally, this has been a very interesting conversation, would constitute as CP. Now, by that logic, if your girlfriend was 17 and 11 months and 29 days and you had just turned 18 and she sends you a nude or something, technically that's also child porn, all right? Legally, could he get fucked? Maybe, if we lived in a society that treated a situation like that seriously, maybe, but nobody fucking cares. Nobody cares. The law doesn't care. He was never going to get arrested or, fined. I don't even know what the penalty is for that. Nothing was ever going to happen. Nothing did happen. Nothing will happen. So I don't really care. That's really just my take on it. If he had been, if he was, I don't know, like 30 and talking to a 17-year-old or something, that would be a much different conversation. Even if he was like 25 and talking to a 17-year-old, that would be a much different conversation. But the fact that it was only a 2-year age difference is just ridiculous to me. Why am I supposed to really give a shit? Now, interestingly enough, CallMeCarson's response has been met with a lot of praise. I mean, you have Mudahar coming in here saying, "Welcome back, dude." You have Krazer here, who's a fellow Minecraft YouTuber. He says, "Hot take, as long as Carson said sorry to victims," which he did, he doesn't have to apologize to the people who should have never been involved in the first place. And let's be real here, you still find something to be mad about, even if he did. I don't know just how Twitter is. And you have Too Mad coming in here, showing his support. Influencers don't feel scared talking or interacting with them. His video, I showed it on screen earlier, it's got a positive like ratio, it's barely any dislikes. I think that's a 90%, well over 90% ratio. So, he's not really getting canceled. Influencers aren't really scared to talk to him, fellow people that he can network with still seem to be completely fine with him. It seems like his public image has gone from pedophile groomer back in January to completely reversed in just a few months, which is a good thing, especially if I think he did nothing wrong. That's an objective good thing, and that shows the internet is capable of changing their mind. But the fact that everybody was jumping on his ass back in January, but now very quickly, you know, fine with him again, it's just a little bit weird to me. I don't know. The fact that his public image changed so drastically just because he took a few months off, you know what I mean? I mean, they say time heals everything. I firmly believe in that. If you were in any sort of controversy, even if you're dead guilty, all right, usually time will heal, all right? Usually, and not even that much time at all. Usually just a few months and you're back on the races. So just a little thing to keep note of, I suppose. Now, a lot of people are talking about CallMeCarson, but there's an element to the story that some people are bringing up that I've seen on my, you know, I've seen it hit my feed a few times on Twitter. Tom's talking about here, he says, I'm still thinking about Caterino. In my opinion, she got her career ruined very unfairly. That's one tweet I saw hit my timeline. The other tweet I saw hit my timeline was this one from Mango. Carson is always trending, but nobody ever talks about how his entire relationship with Caterino was allegedly fake, and it drives me insane. I need answers. Like, why? Who did it benefit? Why did Caterino sit there and take shit for cheating if they never dated? So many questions. And she's referring to, you know, the revelation, or rather the rumor, that Caterino and Carson's relationship was fake the entire time. You might be wondering, why does that matter? Well, if you don't remember that whole entire situation over, I think it was like a year and a half ago, CallMeCarson claimed that Caterino had cheated on him with like 7 other dudes. Well, he claimed he had cheated on her, and then it was revealed that she like was getting plied by like 7 other Twitch streamers, right? Which is hilarious on its own, but if they were never in a relationship, that means she didn't cheat on him, and that means he lied. So I'm not saying that he lied definitively. I'm just saying that that's a rumor that's been going out there that's got some substantiation to it. I think Anything for Views even said that the whole thing was bullshit. So that's one story that I've not seen talked about by the masses a lot. Just a little something curious. I'm just throwing that out there. You know, I'm just, you know, planting the seed a little bit on my tiny ass channel. We'll see where that goes. But just something to you know, meme about, I guess. I don't know. So up next, we got this tweet right here from Destiny, which I feel like I've gone back to this tweet like 5 times because it's been the source of just so much damn drama. But this is something I was completely unaware of until last night when I was just casually scrolling the YouTube feeds, watching some content, which I don't even have much time to do anymore because I'm so busy making content or doing something else. I was actually, you know, just casually scrolling through YouTube last night, and apparently Hasan and even Ludwig are mad as fuck about this tweet from Destiny. Hasan claiming that, well, I mean, we'll read the headline right here. Hasan agrees with Ludwig about Destiny's tweet, claims Destiny, his community, they're called DGG, that's his community, claims DGG operate like Kiwi Farms and 4chan, spread misinformation purposely, wishes Destiny and himself mutually stop talking about each other, doesn't want DGG to destroy wait, what? Doesn't want DGG to destroy his and his family's life. Seems like a pretty fucking massive overreaction. Let's roll the clip right here.
The rich pay shirt and then the house, which you know,
that's right. By the way, that is what started it.
I mean, you got to care somewhat. He's acting like the news just landed on his desk, but because of Destiny's tweet.
Okay, so just some context right here. This tweet from Destiny, this is the first tweet talking about Hasan buying a mansion despite being a socialist and wearing a shirt saying "Make the rich pay." He's, you know, Destiny got the whole ball rolling on that basically, so that's why Hasan's mad.
It picked up and for the past like 3 days, 20th, 21st, 22nd, it was trending. And the fucked part is, in replies to Destiny's tweet, people were posting Hasan's address. And I don't want to get on Destiny's bad side because, kind of like Aiden Ross, he has an absolute menace of a viewership that will hunt me down and make me regret ever speaking his name.
He's right about that too. That's the worst part about it, is like I can't even fucking do anything about it because they'll just keep doing this. And it's not that his viewership is gigantic. They're just the most dedicated motherfuckers on the planet. This is the secret thing that streamers like literally all fucking know and recognize, is that, I'm sorry guys, I know some of you guys like probably watch him too, but his community is incredibly fucking loyal, and they operate in the exact same way that fucking old like 4chan circles used to operate in, like Kiwi Farms and 4chans. They do. It's the exact same way. Maybe they don't go to the same fucking extents. Like, maybe they don't, I don't know, SWAT people or fucking DDoS people.
Jesus.
Which maybe they do. I don't know.
Maybe they do.
Outside of that, like, as far as spreading misinformation purposefully about people and stretching the truth as best as you can and literally never stopping, like doing it forever in perpetuity.
I want to pause there and just point out right here. Let me just give you an idea in case, because a lot of my viewers aren't familiar with Twitch culture. They don't watch Twitch streamers or something. In fact, a lot of the times when we talk about guys like Destiny, most of my audience doesn't even watch Destiny. In fact, most of my audience is probably not even politically aligned with Destiny. Let me just point this out, all right? Hasan averages 32,000 viewers. He's one of Twitch's highest. Same with Ludwig, 17,000 viewers, all right? Destiny averages 3,000 viewers, all right? But both of these streamers are like trembling in fear over his community, claiming that it's just as bad as Kiwi Farms or 4chan, I guess. It's just kind of funny, right? Like, this is like the equivalent of like me being afraid of like think about all like the small little like spurgs that make videos on me or do streams on me, like, you know, giving an example, I don't know, Scumbag Hector. That's always my go-to example for like small. This is like if I was like unironically super fucking afraid of Scumbag Hector, who makes videos on me that average like, you know, 500 views per video or so. You know what I mean? That's like if I was like, that guy, you know, he might not have the viewership that I do, but boy, is he fierce. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, dude. Whenever I see big streamers complain about harassment, it always raises an eyebrow from me, because I'm like, yeah, I'm sure you face harassment when you're like on the up and up, but when you're at that level, it's like, what's the worst thing that fucking happens to you? That's just what I think. I don't know. I'll have a link to his full response if you're curious about like the entire situation or something like that. I'll also have a link to this Reddit post where, from my understanding, it gives basically the Hasan's context and even Ludwig's context. Ludwig also jumping in there, and I think Destiny even ended up bashing Ludwig a little bit, or at the very least saying like, hey, what the fuck? Why would you say that I'm doxing somebody? That's kind of a serious allegation to make, which it is. It's just an example of Hasan being a bitch, honestly. Because the more I think about this, the more it's just like, come on, man. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, you're a fucking streamer, 32,000. I know, like, it's big streamers can still have, like, bad things happen to them and they're allowed to complain about it. But it's like, what are you complaining about, really? I don't know. I think he's more complaining about the fact that people are pointing out the very obvious meme. And that I think that might bother him or something. The fact that he's reacting to this extent. I don't know. Most of social media was on his side anyway. I don't know what he has to really bitch about. It's just really Destiny and probably right-wingers that are upset with him. I don't really know which, I mean, I think both of those categories are always upset with him. So it's just like, I don't know. I don't know why he's mad. Okay, finally, and this ain't really drama, but like, I saw this tweet hit my feed this morning. So New York Post did an article, baby younger than 1 year dies from COVID in Louisiana. All right, rest in peace. This piece of shit, I don't know who this is. We'll become slightly familiar with him in just a second, but this piece of shit, fully vaccinated Tom Leykis, that name sounds a little bit familiar, but I might be thinking of somebody else. He says, gee, sorry to hear that. One less vote for the Trump-tards of the future. It's a typical, you know, one of these like nutty like liberal tweets. Like this is a tweet you would see in like a fucking compilation video or something of like, you know, liberals saying crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like that, one of those types of videos. Like it's par for the course. You know, you saw a bunch of crazy tweets like this. You know, you've probably seen a tweet like this before. It doesn't take away how terrible it is, but I was scrolling through the comments, right? Because, you know, Tom Leykis, who the fuck is this guy? He's fully vaccinated. That's all I know about him. He appears to be some sort of influencer or celebrity, whatever the fuck. I hate the word influencer, but he appears to be somebody of note because he's got a verified check mark. Who is this guy? Well, some people in the comments start posting some shit. Tom Leykis kicked in the head in Seattle. This is an article from the Associated Press in 2004. Syndicated radio talk show host Tom Leykis, known for belittling callers, urging women to bare their breasts and other antics, was kicked in the head and knocked to the ground over some on-the-air remarks, police say. The LA-based Leykis was treated at a hospital for a black eye and a cut above the eye that required 17 stitches following the attack outside a restaurant earlier Monday, according to a police report. So, not violence bad, obviously, no shit. But like this guy has been pissing people off so much in the last 20 years of his miserable life that he got his shit kicked in to the point where it warranted articles being written about it. Here's something from what appears to be a Wikipedia page. His fourth wife, Susan Leykis, who first met Leykis at Los Angeles Kings game, filed a police report against him while they were married and living in Boston in 1993. This is almost 30 years back. On December 22nd of that year, she alleged that Leykis assaulted and threatened to kill her during a fight after they returned home from a radio station Christmas party. He was subsequently charged with felony assault and battery and threatening to commit a crime. A police officer found bruises and scratches on the woman. In March 1994, Leykis was sentenced to a year of probation in order to attend a domestic violence class. He completed both and the charges were dropped, although Leykis did not admit as part of the agreement. The couple have since divorced. Now, you know, not saying anything, but like, obviously this person is, you know, seems to have quite the track record for pissing people off, getting his shit kicked in and maybe returning it to some people. I don't know, dude. I just saw this to you right here and I just had to laugh because as soon as I'm looking at the comments and shit, and people are just shitting all over this guy, rightfully so, pulling up his past and shit, which, you know, normally I'm against. I think that's a pretty cheap tactic, but I mean, this guy literally is just like celebrating the death of someone's 1-year-old. Like, what the fuck? Like, why? Why would you do that? That's all I've really got for the news today, ladies and gentlemen. A few stories that I enjoyed talking about. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Make sure to give it a like. Like I said at the beginning of the video, we'll be having some bonus content up. A reaction commentary to Trisha Paytas will be going up for the members and for the patrons. Members here on YouTube, you can join and become a member by clicking the join button or typing youtube.com/AllGearFC/join or Patreon at patreon.com/AllGearFC. So members will enjoy new content. Otherwise, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you guys later, everyone. Yeah, follow me on Twitter. I'll see you guys later, everyone. Peace out.